Hey everyone, Karen here again. Um, this is in fact day 7 of my 90-day challenge to document my rise to greatness. I am rising, even when I don't think I am. My last two recordings were called day 5, and day 5, and so I forgot to call the second day 5, day 6. Anyway, so this is day 7. So, what do I mean by even when I don't think I am? I don't know. Today, I don't know. I was feeling negative. I just felt like I'm not moving forward. I'm not following through with my personal growth. I don't know. I was just feeling negatively overall. And so, one of my negative feelings was that I'm spinning my wheels and I'm not yielding results. That was my feeling. What to do? What's my plan? How am I going to move this forward? I just felt again like I was spinning my wheels. And so, as I do all day long, which is part of spinning my wheels and not being focused, I got on Facebook. So it's not always such a bad thing because I ducked into a group that I belong to with Chris Record, a private mentorship group, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, there was a big, long post from Chris Record with an action plan, just out of the blue. Funny. I was like, I have no action plan. I don't know what I'm doing, where to go. I'm not moving forward. And I opened up that page, and there, in front of my face, was an action plan. How amazing is that? Now, this is what happens, even though I was feeling negative, overall, I've been feeling in or believing in the power of the universe, and it gives you what you need when you need it. And so that's what I needed, and there it was. Now, I think this is in front of you all the time. You need something, and it is put in front of your face. Whether or not you see it is another matter. Actually, when I first saw his action plan, it was very aggressive, as is anything Chris Ricker puts out there, because he's a man of action. Thus, the name of his team, Team Take Massive Action. When I first read it, I thought, what? This is like so intense and so aggressive, and there are many parts of it that I don't know how to do. I can't do this. Next. And I moved on to something else. And then I thought, you know what? I was feeling lost and like I needed an action plan, and there was one just put in front of my face. So I'm going to read that again. Let me go back to that. And I read it again, and I read it again. And then I read it out loud to Jack, my husband, and we discussed it. And we got excited about having an action plan given to us by a high income earner. When you don't know what to do, what should you do? Listen to people who know what they're doing and are getting results. And so that was pretty exciting. And then, I don't know, so back to the negativity. I have nothing to contribute to anybody. I have nothing to offer the world or my team or my peers. And then, again, don't play around on Facebook too much, but duck in there and see what's going on, because I went in and I saw in a group that I belong to called TTMA Boomers. That's for us old folks. I got a hangout starting in 3 minutes. This is from Val Taylor. Okay. And so I just jumped on it, and it was awesome. It was amazing. It was the first time that I connected with this group that I've joined of boomers, and we we're not trying to be exclusive, but we also have unique issues. You know, we're in a certain age range. We have a certain bank of experience behind us that younger folks maybe don't. And with that comes wisdom that we have to offer all you young folks, and unique circumstances that we are experiencing being in our age range. Most specifically, what comes to mind is being the parents of young adults who we would have expected to be more settled into their personal lives and than they may be. And that is kind of unique to this day and time. I mean, when we were all their ages, we were long gone from home and well on our way, for better or worse, into our lives, and not hanging on to apron strings. And it's kind of a different world that we live in. And we have entered the age where we have aging parents that need us as well. So anyway, that just kind of popped into my lap, and I jumped on a hangout, and it was awesome. It was our first hangout in that group, and I felt I contributed. And I also felt that I really gained something from the other wise women hangout. What else happened today? So back to the idea that was given to us by Chris Record was to put together a video tutoring training series and then marketing the hell out of it. And then, of course, in the negative mood I was in today, I was like, oh, well, I don't know anything about anything, but what would I do? A tutorial series on. And then Jack, just out of the blue, happened to be offered some mentoring by, I don't want to just say MLM, by a very wise and elder person who's been around the block a few times. And so it was free. It was nothing we paid for. I don't know. It was just something that dropped into our lap at the right time, in the right place, at the right moment. And he's been listening to that for the past few hours. And one of the little sessions in this video series was how to assess whether or not an opportunity is in fact an opportunity or a scam. And wow, every single point they covered gave testament to the fact that Empower Network is the shit. It's a viable, valuable, profitable opportunity that I feel so blessed to have come into my life. So, all this today to say that as bad as my attitude was, everything that I needed to turn that attitude around was dropped directly into my lap by the universe. And I imagine that happened because, for the most part, other than my negative attitude today, I have come to a place of believing in the universe doing that for me and being on the lookout for when it happens. And so, conclusion, bad day turned good.